Hey, this is Dan Johnson, your business and empowerment coach. And today I want to talk to you about 10 ways of staying focused. Being focused is extremely important in accomplishing any goal, reaching any destiny, or seeing any vision becoming a reality. And so I think it's important that I share with you just 10 ways that helps me to stay focused in all of the different things that I have to do. Let's begin with vision. Vision is the beginning of everything that exists in the earth. I say all the time, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Vision gives your daily activity direction. Vision, it assists in becoming the default button when things in your life are going off astray or going off task. It's important for you to understand that vision also helps to establish boundaries. And because vision helps you establish boundaries, it draws the line for the things that you will cross, or the line that where you are not allowed to be crossed. Here's some things you need to know. Vision should be practical, it should be emotional, it should be personal, it should be achievable, and your vision should be expandable. Listen, without a vision, the people perish. That word means they become wild and constrained. Your vision helps you to stay focused on what's important to you, and that is reaching your destiny. The second thing that we have to do in order to stay focused is we must look at what I like to say, your why. What is your why? Every vision should have a big why. Why do you want to see this come to pass? What is your motivation? Listen, with a strong enough why, you can find the how and the wherewithal to work your vision until you see it comes to pass. I simply say this all the time. If your why doesn't make you cry, then it's not good enough. Your why should make you cry, and those tears will be the fuel to actually helping you to stay focused on the big picture, which is your vision. The third thing that you can do to help you stay focused is to meditate. To meditate simply means to think deeply for a specified period of time. Meditation helps you establish mental planning. It is good for mental cleansing and mental relaxation. I look at meditation for me as an opportunity to mentally detox, to declutter my mind from all of the things that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Listen, most importantly, meditation gives your thoughts an opportunity to breathe. It allows you to read the fine print of things that is happening in your life. Do yourself a favor. Take 30 minutes every single day and meditate. And I assure you, it will help you to stay focused on the things that are most important. The third thing that we should discuss today is setting goals. Now, I know you've heard the saying, failure to plan is planning to fail. Well, there's some truth to that. You have to establish short-term and not only short-term goals, but you also have to establish long-term goals that will ultimately lead you to the finish line. Vision becomes reality when you are achieving goals. But if you're not setting goals, guess what? You're not going to ever achieve them. Plan your work and work your plan. Every day you should have what I call a productivity list, not a to-do list. Because just because you're busy does not mean you're being productive. On this list, each item should help you to reach your short-term goals, which will ultimately allow you to reach your long-term goals. As you continue to set goals and as you continue to reach them, it will create the necessary momentum to catapult you to the place that you desire to be as it pertains to your vision and your destiny. Now listen, we all have goals. We set our goals. We did everything right. However, here comes the distractions. And that's the fifth thing that you must do to stay focused. And that's don't bite the distraction. Life happens. And every time life happens, there's a possibility for distractions to come in and wreak havoc in your life. We must learn how to minimize those distractions by categorizing their priority and responsibility. Listen, do not allow the negligence of someone else to constitute your emergency. Matter of fact, do not take on somebody else's burden as your priority. Never become the conversation buddy with someone else that has nothing to do. Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you how the phone call should go. If they call you and you answer and they say, hey, what you doing? And you say, I'm doing something, what you doing? And they say they're doing nothing. I want you to say this. Hey, I'm going to continue to do my something and I'm going to let you do your nothing. Hang up the phone and keep it moving. Don't bite the distractions. Stay emotionally and mentally tough as the greatest distractions attacks your head and your heart. It's very important that you do not allow yourself to be taken off course by emotional or mental distractions that will keep you from reaching your destiny. The sixth way of staying focused is to track your progress. You cannot effectively see that which you do not track, and you cannot change that which you cannot see. Create ways to see how far you are towards reaching your goal. Create charts or timelines so that you'll be able to assess, hey, listen, I'm falling behind or I'm actually pulling ahead. And remember this, don't be so rigid where you're not flexible enough, because when you're not flexible enough, it's very easily for you to get bent out of shape. Make the necessary adjustments to the plans as necessary. Use various tools that is around you to help you to actually track. And I'm telling you what this is going to do, it's going to motivate you by allowing you to see where you are along your road and your journey to success. The seventh way of staying focused is to recalibrate. Recalibration means to determine, to check, to rectify. It is extremely important that you recalibrate as you move through the life cycles of your purpose and your destiny in achieving your goals. Recalibration allows you to properly assess where you are, look at where you came from, and examine where you are going. Have you ever been on the road and you had Siri, my wonderful traveling companion? You put in the destination. Siri helped you get the directions to get to your destination. And all of a sudden, while you're on the journey, you make a wrong turn, as many of us do. Maybe you come to a detour, a roadblock that you didn't even know was ahead of you. Here is what Siri does. The first thing that Siri does is she forget about where you came from. The second thing that she does is she begins and deals with you based on where you are. The third thing she does is that she alters the direction. But here is the fourth important thing she does in recalibration. She never changes the destination. Listen, the truth is you're going to make a wrong turn. You're going to mess up. You're going to hit a roadblock. Forget about where you came from. Deal with your life based on where you are today. And never allow a detour to change your destination. You got to recalibrate. The eighth way of staying focused is to celebrate milestones and success. A reason to track your progress is so that you can set and celebrate your milestones. All large goals are made up of smaller goals achieved and milestones that you need to recognize and pat yourself on the back at least once after you complete them. David encouraged himself. And as you reach your various milestones, give yourself a hand. Pause to feel the accomplishment. As you savor this triumph, you will believe more strongly that you will in fact reach your goal. And as you see you moving forward, it will give you the momentum to go full steam ahead. The ninth way, now this is going to be important, listen to me. The ninth way of staying focused is just say no. Don't immediately commit to projects anymore. Don't immediately allow things to be added to your plate that you do not have the capacity or the time to consume. Check them against your mission. Check them against your goal. And if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. The reality is there's going to always be something for you to do. Make certain that what you are agreeing to do is going to help you to achieve where you're trying to go. The last and final point in staying focused is to make calculated decisions. Using the word decision as an acronym, I'm going to give you a few things that you can do to help you make the right decision 99.9% of the time. Number one, every decision you make should consult your destiny first. It should consult whether or not this decision is going to hurt me or is it going to help me reach my destiny. The second thing you must do is evaluate. Evaluate why you are making this decision. Is it because of the pressure of somebody else? Or is it something that is really significant for you to make? And every decision you make comes with C, which is consequences. And you have to determine whether or not you could afford to pay the consequences of making that particular decision. Now, we understand that when you make decisions, it's a smart idea to make an informed decision. Make certain you do your due diligence, your homework. Don't take somebody else's word as law. Make certain that when you make this decision, you have all the necessary information to make the best decision possible. And in making this decision, do not leave out the S, which is sincerity. I want you to learn how to make decisions that you are proud of. Live your life, but make certain the life you live is really yours. Be sincere and authentic about the decisions you make. And the I is integrity. Don't allow impulsivity. Don't allow pressure. Don't allow fear to compromise the integrity of who you are in the decision-making process. The O is for ownership. Hey, once you make the decision, take ownership of it. Good or bad, it was your decision to make. Stand by it. And if necessary, make a decision to change your decision. And that's okay too. Lastly, N, is this decision even necessary? Does this decision even warrant my attention? And is it really mine to make? Make calculated decisions. I hope that the last 10 ways that I've shared with you in staying focused will put you on a path of being razor sharp and helping you to stay focused in everything you do. Until next time, as always, prosper.